Right, it's been a while. I'm sure you can guess what we're doing in the video by the title. Right now, just getting the doors off ready. So as soon as I got the doors off and the tailgate's ready to be lifted on, we will come back. So I've managed to, so far, take the lock mechanism out, which is just there. Just in the process now of ripping all the wiring loom that runs up here. Just doing that now. So I can get ready to pass it through there, take the back lights off, take these bits here off, and then hopefully the door then just come off and then repeat over on this side. So as soon as I got the back doors off, I'll come back. Right, I got a bit carried away, test fitted the spoiler, everything's on. I've just got to repin the tail lights and sort out the mechatronics, the door lock and everything. Yeah, everything's test fitted up. Hinges are on. I've got a nice line this side, but I need to adjust it just this side here because it's sitting a little bit prouder out here. But we're getting there, I was hoping to get a bit more an in-depth video, but the thing is, just getting carried away with it. So I'll probably come back when I've got the window in, everything all wired up and everything. When I say everything wired up, I'll show you how I'm gonna do everything down there, and we'll go from there with it. Right, day two. Pardon me. Let's sort about repinning these over. That is a monstrosity of a bit of wiring that's been done for the tow bar. But yeah, got to repin that over. I've already done the brake light. I'm not happy with how that sits. I don't know why. I know it's an aftermarket one, but that to me does not sit right. But hey ho. And then we'll go on to doing the electrics. Window is over here now. So as soon as I've got everything working and opening and everything, I can then tackle getting the window in. Wish me luck. We've got that on there, all wired up working. And we've got this in here just to do now. And then after that, I'm gonna crack on. I've got to finish off making sure the hinges are right. Well, I know they're right, but it's just a case of jigging it. Because if I shut the tailgate down now, I gotta be really careful with this. Basically, if you are planning on doing this, T5, I believe, strut mounts, which is what these are, they are slightly shorter. Because if I stand back, you can see how low that tailgate sits. Bearing in mind, I know my van's already quite low, but it shouldn't be quite like that. But yeah, obviously if I bring it down, it just needs a little bit of shimmying over this side because it's got a bit of a gap there. So it's almost like the hinge this side needs to come up, and then this side here, it's just sitting a little bit proud that side. So it just needs to go like that. But no, we are making progress. I was going to try and record doing the pinning, but the issue is the pin diagram that I found online is completely different to what it ran. So easiest way I done it was take the light cluster, flick it over, remove the 4 screws that hold the light cluster in, and just trace the wires that way. And then look online, because if you look online, it'll give you like diagrams for doing 6.1, which was what I was already running before. Which strangely I thought, well, obviously a T6.1 rear light diagram would have been the same as a T6 because they're just a facelift, but no, they were completely different. But I'm going to do the same with this side now and then test it all out, and then we'll have a little party going on with it. I also need to sort out with number plate lights. I've crudely wedged them in there like that for now. They aren't working because obviously they're cheap Chinese LED plate bulbs, but flipping, I don't even knock myself out then. Yeah, they're not quite the same, but you type in on eBay and places like that, T5 tailgate number plate lights, and they pop up. But hey ho, I thought I'd get away with it, clearly not. But let's crack on and do this because we're running out of time. So doing the pinning, obviously I've removed all the pins out of the plug. I just started doing this one, I got carried away again. So what I'm basically doing is tracing the live feeds for this one. So as you can see, these ones here, without touching the bulbs, these ones here will be your earths because they all follow the same path. But then what you want to look at is one of these. So you can see the left hand, should we say, track, goes down there, goes there, goes all the way down into there, and it goes into the first pin there, which on here you can see through there. Basically, you want to do that for every single one of these until obviously you filled up the pinholes, and then theoretically, as long as you followed the map correctly, you should have working lights without needing a wiring diagram. But I've looked online, and this is the only thing I've been able to find that can, well, that's working for me, I should say. So once I've got all these ones in, I'll get the test video done for you. Right, I'm sorry the videos have been a bit patchy, but it's been an absolute nightmare trying to work out how I'm going to wire this up. So I'm sure a lot of you would know who DTE is, so DTE TV, Nathan. 2 years ago, he done the same as what I've done here, but the difference being he went from a T5 tailgate to a T6 tailgate. So we already had pretty much all the wiring loom there ready. He did do similar to what I've just done. I think he's pretty much done the exact same thing. But yeah, the issue I've had is running wires and other things like that. I've still got to bring the lock mechanism wire in. So I've got to extend all of that from up in the top where I've threaded it back through to tailgate, because it's in the front of the van at the minute. What I've got to do is wire in a micro switch exactly the same as what he's done. And then what I've then done is piggybacked off of everything that I've made. I'll tell you what, I'll show you. I will neaten it all up. But how do I flip the camera around? You can't, because there's a new iPhone update. Nice one. Right, let me come back. Right, so it does look a bit like a hodgepodgery at the moment, but it does work. So if I latch the catch over, flip the button, you can obviously hear it works. Latch it back over again, and this is going to be hard, but if I hold the micro switch, I can't do this, but basically holding the micro switch means when it's locked, it won't be able to be opened. So if we come around to the front, this is the original lock mech. I now obviously have that here. So what I need to work out is obviously when it's locked using this, I need to work out what pin, so what rod does what, and then I then need to glue my micro switch on here in a way so when this is obviously in its locked position, which I think it's that. Let me just, what ain't gonna doing on? Let me just connect that rod back on there, which I think is that one there. So when it's locked, pull the locked solenoid down. That should be locked. So unless, which I won't be able to open it from inside there anyway. But need to glue the micro switch in a way there. So when obviously that flicks up, it then allows it to be opened. So that's going to be the next fun thing to do. But coming back to the wiring, what I've done, same as what DT's done, is rod there from a locking solenoid, which you should just be able to see in there. I've then, the rod it comes with, I've then looped it, pulled it in through there. On the original one, I've then put a 90-degree angle in there and locked it in there. Then I've then bought the genuine handle, outer handle and inner handle bit. It's obviously keeps the handle in place, excuse me. That's better, get it out now. So now that is obviously there with the handle. I've then put the plug in there, so when you buy the handle direct from TPS, it doesn't actually come with the plug, so I've had to buy the plug separately, same as what DT's done. And with that, I've then come into another bit of wire. This is obviously mocking purposes. That is the micro switch that we were talking about. If the camera will focus. It's not going to, but anyway, I've done that. And then I've got to do another, oh, what's going on with the focus in here? I've now got to do another bit of joining there. So I'm using crimps and spades at the minute, but I'm going to do it all properly in a minute. And then it's then this wire here then runs all the way up through the top here, all the way through there, and then into the bulkhead up here, which I've then gone into the interior light wiring and spliced it into there. And I've then also drilled an earth up in the roof line in there. Not in the roof line in itself, but basically up there somewhere. So once I've got it all mounted up properly, I'll then be able to show you exactly it working properly. So, worked out obviously the wiring under here. I've now ran some more wire, which I'm not happy about using this wire, but it's all I got, and I'm not going all the way back to go get some new stuff. When this stuff I do just the job, if not the same. So what I've done is, this is the original plug that was on here. What I've done is, because it's easier than cutting the wires on this end, because they're numbered and there's only like three white and one brown. So what I've gone and done is bodged it, if I'm going to be honest. Cut the plug off of that end and crimped it on this wire here. And then obviously, because this is only twin core 16 amp cable, I've then obviously done it in two halves here. This is the end now. I'm just about to do black and red onto there, and then the other two, which will be grey and white. I had to worry then because I just seen another wire and I realised it's black. And then those two will then go on to those ones there. So 4 wires in general. I can then go whoop, 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 route it here, mount that, which I'm just waiting for the glue to go off, the micro switch, and then hook it all back up there. So hopefully when the van's locked, I can't open it. When it's unlocked, I can open it. Let's see if it works. Right, van unlocked. Tailgate opens. Lock the van. Won't open. Absolutely mint. Right, it's been a week since I made that last bit of the video of me locking it and unlocking it. So yeah, tailgate's on, as you can probably see. Windows in and everything now, as you can see on the video. I'm now just waiting on some final bits, but I have no idea when they're going to turn up, because obviously it being Christmas time now, I'm sure you can all get the postal services are absolutely rammed, and the final bits for my van aren't going to be a priority like other people's parcels will be. So I'll probably finish buying the rest of the bits now in the new year, i.e. painting it as well, because it's way too cold to be sanding down bumpers and painting tailgates and stuff like that. So I hope you enjoyed watching the video. I will be putting another one out when all the other bits turn up. So, and also I've then got to fit the curtains as well, because currently, obviously, you might be able to see all the curtains back there, but I haven't got curtains on the tailgate yet. But I also want to do the full board as well. I don't know whether to put curtains in the back or put a blind. I haven't decided yet, but I think curtains probably be better because it'll then follow it through the rest of the van. But yeah, hope you all enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one.